Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Crypto, your home for crypto TA. I am your host Martin, and today we are gonna be talking about Bitcoin rally. Now, if you're catching this from live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure you subscribe to the channel, you hit that like button and that bell. That way, you will be notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, join us in the Discord. Links will be going out here shortly. You know, at the top of the chat. Hey, how's it going, man? Thanks for being here. So let's get to that main screen. Let's see what's happening, right? It is Friday. It's Friday. Bitcoin's popping a bit. Awesome. We recovered the line that, you know, we talked about on the daily that we should be aiming to recover, right? Which is that resistance line. And we're going to talk about that once we get to Bitcoin. That's pretty good that we recovered throughout the day. Right now, it looks as though we're going to try to pump again or rally again. And this is what I told you guys, remember? If we drop and start to go higher, we're coming higher, coming lower and lower. And we're going to start developing, right, this bearish divergence strong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the lines here for now. That way, we're going to keep tracking them and see how they keep going. But again, just be mindful that this is happening to today, right? And today is what's trying to drive the price higher. So if this drops again in price below that line here on the red, we're not going to have this divergence, right? So it's not going to be there. So just watch out for it. Get it for what it is. It's just some bearish divergence, some potential fraction of the downside. And we're going to see how we rally. And depending on how we rally, we could make a higher positive momentum island, right? If we pump a lot, if we get above that 2.25 trillion, if we do that in a move, we could be getting up there. And if we do get up there again, this is going to make more positive momentum, and it's going to reject the divergence that we have. Is no longer going to be in play. Just be mindful of that again. Right now, I think we're consolidating. We're still held support here at beautifully at 2.04 trillion. Very nice support here. And again, pumping after we actually wicked that $2 trillion mark again. So support pumped, right? Let's go to the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, $46,837. So we are rejecting right now 47,238, or very close to it. We did held support at this line again, this blue line here that I'm just gonna touch here, right? This blue line, we're holding it as support. We had the potential action for a rally. So again, good stuff happening here on Bitcoin. And we don't have anything bearish going. We're just sitting a lot at 63.98. We could try to rally, and on that rally, right? On that rally getting higher than this previous high here, closing at 47,459, we could be aiming for some of that bearish divergence to come in. And once that happens, then we can start talking about movements down. But for now, there's really nothing bearish overhead. We're holding beautifully at support, and right now we just need to break that 47,338 so we can keep rallying. If we go here again, we held that support beautifully also in closing at that $45,467 mark. Right now we are struggling to break 46,801. As you can tell, price is just fluctuating in that zone. So we are trying to get away from that zone, and it's just going to come with whatever we find on the shorter time scale. So on the 4-hour chart yesterday, we had this hidden divergence, right? We had it even at a slightly lower point, but we still kept it hidden bullish, action to the upside, went up, met the 20 moving average. Howdy, how's it going? Preparing for work. Met the 20. Now we're popping more, and we're going for 47,338. Now on the 1-hour chart, bullish divergence strong, right? In that rally to come in. Do we have stuff that is bearish? Yes. Here, hidden bearish divergence. That's the first thing I'm noticing. Put some pressure on the price, try to make it move down, but it didn't move down a lot. It just flagged for a bit, and that is fine. Again, it's not a bad move. It's an okay move, right? We're flagging it. We're going with the market. Bearish divergence hit and flagged a bit. Sideways motion, popped again. And on this pop, we're starting to now create this strong bearish divergence on this island, right? On the MACD, we don't have it against the RSI, so yeah, not the worst place to be at. We just need to break that 47,338, and then we will be good to go. That is it for Bitcoin. I'm going to move on to Ethereum. Right? Ethereum, 3,491. Again, on the daily. Ethereum has been recovered so nice. Look at that, 5% yesterday. Still 1.08% today. Bitcoin was struggling, and Ethereum was performing so well. I'm so happy for Ethereum for holding Ethereum. Congrats. We almost came to this resistance at 3,539, right? Resistance up there. We don't have anything that is, do we have anything that is bearish now? I think we might be creating something bearish now. We're definitely coming up higher. And we are coming slightly lower here, right? slightly lower here as well. Bearish divergence, strong to some extent, but that is happening even to yesterday, we could say, right? Because yesterday we were here and we're slightly higher. So today we're still keeping it. So again, chances that we might try to go down, but I think we're still going to be playing the Bitcoin game. We're going to be trying to decouple from Bitcoin. Again, Ethereum wants to keep going. It looks as though Ethereum just wants to keep plowing through stuff and recover bullish areas. And Bitcoin's a little bit more reserved for now. I think that's the feeling I'm getting. Anyways, guys, it is Friday. Cheers. We haven't done this in a while. Let's go to that 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart, divergence, right? Hit popping. Great. Now, what do we have? Bearish divergence strong coming into play. Now, the thing about this bearish divergence is even if we pop to the next resistance zone up here at 3,539, we are still going to be tracking this divergence from the size point and also from the size point, right? So again, watch out. This divergence could trigger a movement down still in a rejection of 3,539. So it would not be weird if we see a rejection happening there because we have that bearish divergence to, help us through and help us through get that rejection right. So here I'm also placing this in the 4-hour chart, and we shall see how things are going to go. It's a great day, guys. Thank you for being here on an awesome Saturday night, right? Sorry, Friday night. Oh, I wish it was. I actually wish it was Friday night every night. Wish it was a Friday night every night. Yo, good stuff, man. I'm gonna go here in the 1 hour. Also gonna go here in the 1 hour and say, yo, there is bearish divergence strong potential for moving down in rejecting near resistance. So again, if we pop still a little bit more, what's gonna happen? How much higher do you think this is gonna go by the time we hit 3,539? It's not gonna be going much higher. So that strong bearish divergence is still gonna be there. And it's gonna put pressure on the price at a resistance zone. So it's important that we either plow through that 3,539. We might see some pullback happening, right? So that's it for Ethereum. I'm gonna check out ADA real quick at $1.18. And here again, we're seeing if we're gonna go with that cup and handle. We did pull back a bit, not a lot. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a short-lived handle, right? I'm trying to determine that this is gonna be a short-lived handle. Again, if this is a short-lived handle, we are recovering already more than 50%, right, on that move. And we should be targeting again this quick exits here to around $1.40. As if we do play this to the upside, we're seeing bought at 67.45. Again, nothing bearish here. We're not going higher than the previous high yet, right? So let's go to that 4-hour chart. Getting bullish, getting us to pop, nothing bearish. So nothing changed since yesterday. About to get that cross the magnetic signal line, and that could trigger moving up. Hopefully we get it below the zero line, but right now it does not look like it's going to be that way. We might get that cross above the zero line, which will place with a little bit less strength. Neutral at 53.47. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Bearish divergence. Bearish divergence strong that we had. Sorry, not bearish. Bullish divergence strong that we had. We lost it against the RSI. So there we go. Bullish divergence strong action to the upside. Starting to get that pop. Micro head and shoulders that develop here, right? And shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Popping to the upside. Probably measure move already hit as well. Yeah, almost, right? So we could be going for that measure move. That ends at $1.19. Just so we know this is head and shoulders, I'm just gonna place this here, right? There we go. And on this last bit, we are creating these bearish divergence. Right? That's it. So neutral at yeah, it's just sitting at 1258.67, right? So that's it for this chart here. I'm gonna switch this to blue and say, yep, going for that small move. Some bearish divergence coming in. We're trying to flag from it, so nothing super crazy. And we're gonna move on to the XRP roll. Where's XRP? I think I just went through it. So here we go. XRP 83 cents. Man, is XRP going for that cup? Yeah, look, it's still doing Got handle formation, so XRP is looking good. It's looking set, right? We went even on the wick at slightly lower. So if we go with the wicks, which is what we were using again, we should be looking for a move above that percent retrace right now. So I'm just gonna move this here. We're about to reach that 50%. Again, if you do go on an entry here, you're looking at a 1-to-1 risk reward. So that the exit's up here, and then the your stop loss down here. It's not a big move. Not a big move, but it is a good move, I think. All right, so here you're looking at a 8.23% the upside, but the downside again another 8.23 or 7 and change. Not bad. And then we could be looking for targets at the 1618, the 99-cent mark, the $1.13, $1.26. So there's bullish patterns that are forming, right? Actual confirmation entry for this pattern would be up here at 91 cents. Then you'll be looking for around a 34% exit or so. So I think here too. Here again, we're looking at somewhere in between the 2618 and 3618. So about $1 above $1.13. We can even say it at $1.17, which is resistance, right? So I'll be fairly good if this happens, right? Anyways, guys, yeah, not sure what I want to do. It's yeah, it's weird. The channel hasn't not really performing well lately. Last 2 months, have been. It's just like I'm not sure why. I'm bleeding subs, right? So it's just weird to see this happening. So I'm just gonna show this here, right? And this is the subs, and I'm just gonna bring this here. So this is the subs, right? Right now we're at losing 55 subs in the last 90 days. And if we look at, the, I'm gonna try to make this larger so you guys can see that better. Not gonna go much better, but somewhere around here. So if you look at what's happening here, it's it's not doing that great. We're losing a lot more subs than we're gaining, and I'm not sure why that is. Really trying to figure out why that's happening. I'll tell you, it's discouraging to see that happening. Right? Like we've lost since last year. Ever since we got the channel back, it's just been failing to perform. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's the content. I'm not sure if it's me. I'm not sure if it's the channel that's not getting pushed. I'm not sure. I'm having a tough time with this one. And it's I appreciate everything that you guys do for the channel, right? Like helping me bring awareness to it, retweeting and all those things, and the kind donations and things like that. But if I also sit down and put things into perspective, and I sit down and I see how much time I invested into the channel and how much time I'm investing on a day-to-day basis, 1 hour, half hour, whatever it is, and then I put a dollar value to it compared to what I would be earning if I worked an hour at somewhere. Like the channel's like doing horrible. Like I wouldn't even be getting paid like minimum wage, and I'm not telling you guys like give money or anything like that. It's like to me it's like is it worth my time to be like doing this on a night-to-night basis for an hour instead of like investing that hour into something that I could earn more, be more productive. And seeing that the subs are like going down, it's like, man, if the subs were going up, it'll be a completely different thing, because it'll be better for the channel performance overall. Like even if watch time was higher, would be better for the channel, right? So it's like, man, I mean, am I valuing my time right for this? I'm sorry, like I'm going through like a existential crisis on YouTube, I guess, to some extent on the channel. But I'm really thinking like, is it like, I'm glad I'm able to meet you guys, that we're able to talk, chat, look at coins, talk charts. But yeah, like I can show you this. Like this is for the last 28 days, but if the revenue's up by like 18%, 184 more than the last 28 days, because February we didn't do that well, because we weren't here from February for the whole month because I had COVID. But even if I look at this and I look at the views, right? Even if I just go and look at the audience, right? And we look at the views, just on the last 28 days, we've lost 18 subs, right? And views are, I guess, where they're supposed to be. Returning viewers are sort of okay. But, you know, compared to other channels, look at how, like, I look at how many other channels just keep growing. And I'm like, why isn't this channel taking off, right? What do I need to do to get this channel to take off? And like, even after a stream is done, if it's an hour, the average viewership is like 8 minutes. Watch time it's also down, right? 20, 23, 26. It's not a lot watch time, but you know, it's probably because February we were away for a while. But you know, I look at things like video retention and it just like dies out real quick, right? So people are probably just sticking for Bitcoin and probably Ethereum, and then after that is just, you know, the rest of the hours is me chilling and talking. So it's like, do I want to put more time than here, you know, where I'm having video retention of like 24%? Is it worth to drag it on for an hour just to have video retention of like 10% afterwards? I'm going through like a weird time, I guess, and looking at the channel performance and seeing that it's not there. You know, if I show you guys the numbers, right? I have no problem doing this, but you know, if you take $141, which is what we earned last month, and you divide it by 30 days that I'm here, 31 days, 25 days, 26 days if you want, 28 days, that was like $5 a day. So it's $5 a day. That's, you know, like less than minimum wage for like an hour, right? So that's what I was telling you guys, that I'm earning like less than minimum wage in a lot of places, and to me it's like, damn, dude, it's like my time. Am I valuing right my time? Am I doing this right? What do I need to do to get this to go right? So times don't change. Like when we were going at 8 p.m., I wasn't really seeing that much of a difference. Yeah. That's amazing, Discord. No, there's no new. So Discord is the same one. Because yeah, I'm losing subs. Yeah, I know. I was looking at the comments. I was just ranting. I'm having a rough day today. Some stuff that's happening at work also that, you know, it's got me figuring things out. Yeah, it's not interesting until Bitcoin pumps. I know. But like, you know, even if that was true, look at, you know, if that was true, look, like Tom doesn't go live every night, right? He goes live every other day, every 4 days or whatever, and he's still getting like 5,000 views on his video, right? And I think he was live on this, right? Live, seeing 5,000 views. Obviously he has more subscribers, 54,000. That's fine. Like if you go to someone like Mitre, right, you see that, you know, even Mitch is getting 3,000. That's not the old ones. This is 2 days ago, right? 6,000 views, 7,000 views. So there is interest, right? There is interest. If you go to someone like Eric Crown, is it Crown's Cave? I think Crown Cave with a K. There we go. Like, you know, you go to Crown 159. He's still getting 2,000, 9,000. Like these ones are recent. So 14 hours ago, 9,000 views. 19 hours ago, 20,000 views. 10 hours ago, 2,000 views. You know, so like there is interest. I'm just not sure why the channel is not performing, right? And I think it's everything to do since, you know, the channel came back from being banned. It's just not performing. And yeah, you know, it's I'm not sure, guys. It's weird. I'm sorry to be talking about this. I shouldn't be doing it live, but it's just like I just need to, like, you know, I guess get this off my chest somehow. And again, I'm not complaining. I'm really, really grateful for you guys being here and you know, all the support you give to this channel. I mean, retweeting everything you guys do is amazing, right? Even like, you know, organizing the Vegas trip and all that stuff. I'm extremely grateful for it, and I'm extremely grateful for each one of you. But you know, I'm just going through a rough time, and when I sit down and I look at what's happening, you know, how the channel's performing, you know, it's like how much more time am I willing to put into the channel to get it to come back to life, I guess. And I think that's gonna be the next step. I'm gonna have to sit down and see what I need to do different in the next couple months to get the channel to take off. So, and if it doesn't take off by then, I'm gonna have to probably make a decision as to whether or not I wanna keep going in the same direction, right? I maybe keep putting content, but just not doing live stream. Just do, sit down, do a video for YouTube and Ethereum, and that's it. Call it quits, or do a video for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and whatever's pumping, and that's it, right? I mean, probably knock that video out in 10 minutes, and yeah, however it performs, right? But I'm not sure. I'm just trying to figure things out, I guess. It's just weird. I mean, I've told some of you guys that the channel's losing subs every day, and it's rough to see it, right? It's rough to see it happen that way. I mean, I really wish it was a different story. I really wish the channel was doing completely different than how it's doing right. Okay, close that window. Not sure what I did with that window. I think I might have closed the window by accident. I didn't want to close. I hear you. I can't close it. I just misplaced it. So I'm not sure. It's weird. It's a weird time, I guess. It's that one time of the year, I guess, when I sit down and see what's happening. Getting around to putting out shorts, maybe take some time off. Just make shorts 1 coin for each video. Yeah, I mean, shorts conversion to likes is not that great, and shorts don't generate subscribers that well, right? They're good to see short things, but it's hard to turn them into subscribers. So maybe some short format video. I think YouTube likes anything that's over 8 minutes long, but less than 20. Maybe try to go that way. I don't want to pay for subs. It doesn't solve the issue, right? If you pay for subs, one, it's violating YouTube's terms and guidelines for community guidelines, and two, you have subs but no one's watching. So in the end, the algorithm, all it knows is that people are subscribing but no one's watching the content, so it must not be good. Let's not promote it, right? So yeah, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Dude, Aeon, I've been doing this for over 2 years now. I started on August 2019, before the pandemic. So I'm almost gonna be going on 3 years. I know it takes time. It's a commitment to be here almost every night when I'm not traveling for an hour. It takes time from my family. So it's like, it's a whole bunch of things, that not just being here, right? Like, work's been getting super heavy lately. They fired some people. I'm picking up that slack. It just takes more out of my day. I'm gonna have a new boss coming in Monday. Not sure what the deal's gonna be with that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to be going back to the office or just stay working from home. I'm not sure how that's gonna roll. And it's just work's been. Let's say I'm not longer comfortable working in this company. It's just my point of view. And going on 3 years pushing the channel, so it's been a while. Just trying to figure out how to get this to go higher, do better. Yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate the comments saying it's solid content. Maybe I should start selling hope, right? I'm not sure. A lot of people seem to be doing good because they're hyping up stuff, and they're selling out for small projects, and not sure. Look at not Crypto, but look at the Moon. Look at BitBoy Crypto. Look at everyone that's hit it big. They're they sell out. They're they sell themselves. And they seem to be pushing better with all the small communities and everything else. I'm not sure if I should just approach the small communities and say, yo guys, you want to bet on my channel? Let's help me out with views, and I'll talk about your coin. I'm not sure, right? It's like weird. I don't believe in that. You know, I believe that, you know, honesty and good content has to prevail over, you know, fakehood. But, you know, people want to watch that. I think that's what people want to. Probably that's what people want to buy, right? I mean, people, that's what they want to watch. They want to watch someone talk about Bitcoin going to 1 million, Bitcoin going to like 5 million, like, you know, Ethereum going to, you know, $500,000. I bet you if I publish videos like that, I would be getting, like, you know, a lot more views. I just don't think it's ethical to do that. And put clickbait titles. And I know there's a borderline between, you know, what's clickbait and what's real. And, you know, if you're going to talk about Ethereum going to 500,000, you have to somehow talk about that in the video and sustain it and not just put it out there. It's just weird, man. It's just, you know, having a weird time. Pay to be more visible. Yeah. I want to hear last chance to buy 100. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of that, right? So hoping hype. Yeah. Hype Dogecoin. No, there's stuff. I wouldn't go that low. And even right now, you know, it's yeah, I think I'm not even sure how many people are watching. Maybe 13 or so. I thought we were like losing people as I was ranting, and I'm sorry about the rant. You know, let's get back to charting. It's just stuff I needed to get off my chest. I need to figure out what I want to do with the channel. So I think the weekend I'm gonna really sit down. Even you know, Alex, who helps me out with the minis. Alex, who's helping me out with the minis, we were talking today, and he's like, "Hey, man, you know, I noticed that your channel's like really failing to perform. You should try to do, you know, different things, because if you just keep doing the same, like," and I agree with him. If I just keep doing the same thing, I'm just gonna have the same result, and that's what we're getting, right? I'm losing subs, the viewership's not that well, you know, things like that. So I'm not sure if I should just, you know, put smaller videos out, and, you know, cut the streams down to, you know, every other day or something like that. So. Just go back to the old videos and post commentary on how I called all the moves. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, like that could work. I need to sit down and go back and start clipping things out and post them into a video to how all those little things played. Yeah, I could like even right now, you know, like people don't want to watch a video that's an hour long and then skim through and see when I talk about a coin. Some people say, you know, put a timestamp on it. The thing about the stream is, like, I rant a lot and I talk about people, and, you know, I say hi to you guys, and we go into small discussions while I'm doing coins. So even if I were to bookmark, like, it's not just the analysis. So people are probably just like, why is this guy talking about this other thing, right? So I gotta figure it out, man. I'm not sure if I should just record a smaller video after the stream, take down the live, and you know, record a 5-minute video talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's it. Maybe they'll perform better. I think I'm gonna. Tomorrow I'll be streaming, but tomorrow I have to sit down and take time to figure out what I want to do. Like, yeah, waves. So I think it's gonna pull back. That's a good question. I'm not sure. We haven't looked at it. You know, and do we have a waves? I think we have a waves. Here it is. You know, even like I was talking to War about, like, you know, starting a Patreon where I talk about signals, but, like, you know, those things take time, and looking for the signals take time, looking for the cup and handles take time, and I just have to, you know, like, either I have to figure out a way to get time throughout the day while I'm working. What? Yo, crazy.
You will figure it out. Whatever you do, got our support. D.
Dude, thank you very much for that, Jorge. I really appreciate it. You know, you actually get the depth, I guess.
Audience, say it like me.
Legendary.
Thank you very
That
much.
is amazing. Thank you very much for the kind and awesome donation. I really appreciate it. You often miss the live and watch it. I know. There's people. I'm conscious that a lot of you guys watch later, man. Yeah, you're amazing, Jorge. Thank you very much for the kind and awesome donation, man. I really appreciate it. You've supported the channel so great the last couple of days. I'm really humbled to have your kind donations come through. Really appreciate it. And I gotta figure out, like, you know, where to take things. I want to do the Patreon. I want to be able to give you guys signals. I know how to write, you know, the targets, the strategy, you know, where targets could be at, where things could go. I have no problem doing that. It's just I need to get the time throughout the day to where I can be looking at charts and hunting for these things, and that takes time away from my day to day. And the only thing I cannot put in jeopardy right now is my day to day. I'm not really happy there anymore. But this, like, you know, I don't have a side income where I could say, you know, screw this. If I get canned, I'm gonna have something else I can rely on. That's not the case right now. So I'm also trying to put like different revenue streams together to where I can do more things, and I can also get a bigger bankroll so I can invest more. Oh no, this thing got stuck. That was such an awesome donation that it broke the it broke the Deadpool. It's stuck there, man. I have to turn everything off here manually. There we go. Yes, I did. I actually messaged him today. I did do that. I'm gonna switch screens real quick. I need to bring up a window, and I don't remember which. Oh, I can't. The thing's stuck. All right. Just give me one quick second. I gotta switch here real quick. I'm gonna go here, and then we're gonna come back. I just need to open up a window, but I think it has personal information on it, and I'm not sure where it's gonna open. All right, so that's that. That's fine. All right, so let's bring it here, and yeah, here it is. Is it this one? Please be this one. No, that's the old one. It's this one. All right. So yes, I'm talking to the guy from Get.io. And you know, we've basically I sent him a message like a couple days ago when I told you, and he replied to me today. So we're gonna see if we can get a chat going on Skype, and then see if we can do something. All right. I'm like, I try everything, guys. Like, hell. Yeah, I get it. Like, you know, thumbnails. Yeah, I think we have really good thumbnails. Putting out videos. Yeah, that's what I need to do, right? That's one of the plans. Like, you know, the thing with TA is that the content is short-lived. The lifespan of the content I produce is good for today. It's not good for, you know, if you look at the 1 hour, it's good for today. It's not good for tomorrow. If you look at the 4 hour, the daily, 4 hour might be good for tomorrow, maybe even a day after, but the daily is good for a couple more days, even a couple weeks. But other than that, the video doesn't have an evergreen life. It's not there forever, right? So I got to figure out, like, you know, either I put educational videos, which it takes a little bit more editing and a little bit more time to produce. So that's one of the things I once did one. Was okay. I don't think I ever published it. So I need to sit down and figure out, like, how to get this educational content in a way that makes sense and it flows from one lesson to the next, so you guys get that idea. The other thing I'm thinking is, like, you know, if I put a video today after the stream, just a 5-10 minute video talking Bitcoin, Ethereum, that's it. You know, I could probably talk about it on the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, but by the morning that 1 hour is done, and probably someone else is going to have a new video coming out with, you know, a technical analysis in the morning, and my videos are going to be old, so, you know, my technical analysis is not as valid as a more recent one that has new data points that have come into, you know, that you can now take into account. So it either puts me in a position that in the morning, say I have to record another video, but then again, it's like I'm already pressed for time, and that's what the thing that gets me, right? I really wish I had more time to develop this channel, to get this community growing more, to have more content being put out, and that's just what kills me, right? Like I do this every night. Like I rarely take breaks. I only take a break when I get sick. I take a break when, you know, like a couple of days ago when I went with a friend and we played games. But, you know, I don't take time off from this. I'm like here almost every day for the month. But yeah, you know, I am committed to the channel and getting this to grow. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ADA. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure yet. I gotta figure it out. I'm gonna start playing with it. Probably Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever's pumping. I think that's what's gonna have better traction, right? Subscriber, I am. Yeah. So we're there. Let's do waves, right? Waves is pumping. It's getting above the 1618, which is a fairly good move. At the double bottom, pumped. You know, the daily is doing beautiful. Getting above that 100%, using the support and bouncing. Very nice move here. Doesn't have anything bearish, right? We're just coming up higher, more positive momentum and higher still. On the daily, you're good. We're bought at 84.17. 4-hour chart. Some bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence starting to come in, and you're starting to see it come into play because it's starting to move down. Now, the question is, are we going to create anything that is hidden bullish that might help offset that? And I think the answer is yes, we do have some. Again, it's going from here to here. There is a positive momentum there. It's very tiny. It's right there. 0.0117. Right? And then here the move goes from negative momentum to more negative momentum. Right? And although we have the small break, even if I were to anchor from here, it would still play, right? That hidden divergence. For now, I think I want to go from here. It seems to make a little bit more sense. And for now, that is a move that we're looking for. Even though in the short term, we could anchor here from the RSI as well. So both work. I'm going to go with this one because we get more contact points, MACD and RSI. It tells that we have this hidden divergence and we might try to pump back up. Maybe get above the 20 moving average. Is the stream deck still stuck? It is. Oh no, the stream deck is stuck. I'm gonna have to do everything else manually. And let's go to the 1 hour. So yeah, you have some potential bounce to the 20. Tightness of the boundary band starting to come in. Not as squeeze as we were back here before we pumped. So it's gonna be okay. I wouldn't consider this flagging necessarily, right? But you are consolidating. 1 hour. So higher, lower, more negative, more negative. Yeah, on the 1 hour, man, I mean, it doesn't have anything. At least from all the way back here, you could say there's some bearish divergence strong. But it really feels like, you know, it's just reaching way, way back there, right? Let's just go like that. We're going to go over data. Andrew, remember I told you don't go over data? You don't want to go over data? I'm just doing this to illustrate a point, right? You can anchor it from the highest point. You're still coming from this to here, right? That is the move. So in theory, it comes from here. I just don't like going over data. You don't go over data with your divergences. And even if you wanted to anchor from here, it still works. But, you know, you have to take this point into account because it's the highest point on this move, right? But even here, we still have it. There's bearish divergence. Action to downside. Starting that movement down. Not coming in with a lot of strength, but unfortunately, we're not creating any bullish divergence to get this rally, right? So on the larger move, again, the daily is fine. Macro trend is super bullish for this. I would not be counter trading this for now, right? Breaking below the 1618, yes, good chance you might try to go up to a 20 or the 100%. But this is going so bullish that I'd rather wait a little bit to see how this plays. Remember, during bullish markets and during extremely bullish conditions, bearish indicators fail to play out. You don't have a lot of bearish indicators. All right. I always start with the MACD, yeah. Like divergence and looking for it is something that comes with practice, right? Like that is not like the more you practice this, the easier it is to spot it, right? And I do have even on the Discord, there is a small cheat sheet for this, right? It's there. It's under resources, right? Somewhere there, right? Some resources. This is the first post on resources. First thing I posted because it's one of the most important things you can look at. You can look at this and have your divergences, right? You don't need, like, a lot of the information that I talk about, you can learn. It's really easy to pick it up. You just have to, like, watch the patterns. What am I drinking tonight? Whiskey. Just have to watch the patterns. You have to learn to spot them. It just takes practice. That's all it is. It's just practice and repetition. Practice and repetition. You'll start seeing divergences. Sorry, you start seeing divergences develop really quick. Right? It's not hard. It's on the Discord. You can get this. It's just free. You can actually get it off the internet if you just look for divergence chart. Again, this is the hidden one, right? Again, hidden divergence. If you look at this, it looks like this, right? The arrows are going the same way. They're diverging. Actually, they're going opposite. But again, on the bullish side of things, you trace things on the bottom portion. On the bearish side, you trace it on the top. So you trace on the top of the price, right? On the top of the price, and on the top of the oscillator is bearish. If you go on the bottom part, right, it's bullish, right? So here, again, strong bearish, and it looks just like hidden bullish. So strong bearish and hidden bullish look the same, just one on the top, one on the bottom. Just like hidden bearish and strong bullish look the same. It's just one on the top, one on the bottom. That's it. We already covered divergences so many times in the channel. So with divergence, right? You want to wait for confirmation, sort of. So you get your move, and now this candle that's right now, it's confirming that we want to shift that trend. Because if we were to have spot this when it was way down here, the story would have been different. We would have been anchoring down here. But remember, you anchor to the last actual point that closed, right? You don't go to what's happening right now. I do track it to where it's happening right now. And the reason I do that is because we're live and I'm telling you guys this is what's happening right now, right? But you track it to the previous candle. You track it to this candle, right? You track this candle, it's the previous one. This one's still live. This one's still kicking. It has 58 minutes to go. So you gotta watch it that way, right? Whiskey, you haven't drank since Vegas. Wow, it's pretty crazy. You missed my whole rant. It was like, shit show on my end. Just going through an existential crisis for a couple minutes regarding my Bitcoin, my YouTube channel and where I want to take it, what I want to do with it. It's just it's a weird thing. Thank you guys for being here. I'm not gonna go back into that mindset. I gotta get out of that mindset. It's not gonna lead anywhere good. So let's keep rolling. Yeah, congrats on not drinking. Vegas was Vegas was a fun trip. I'm really glad that this community and the channel that we have has been able to provide such awesome experience. Vegas was an amazing experience, an amazing trip, and I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Whenever you get time, just go watch the rant. It's yeah, not fun. Not fun, but trying to get things to work, I guess. Patch and keep rolling. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we're bullish. Yeah, we're gonna try to break this line. Might. There we go. There's a support line, right? Again, learn to identify these lines. They're key. They're key to trading. Everything. Every time something goes down is because something breaks, right? I don't talk about this so many times, but look at that. Support line broken. What happens when you break? Short-term bearish, right? Trend line bullish. Right, bearish trend line. Once you break it, you go short-term bullish. And you have another trend line. Once you break it, you're gonna go short-term bearish. Just if you spot these trend lines, you're probably gonna be set pretty easy to do some easy trades. It's not really hard to see these trend lines, right? Why did this break? Well, you could say that there's a trend line here, or even a trend line like that broke, held support, got back tested and pumped. I mean, there was a flag formation of sorts happening here, right? That there's always something that breaks. The moves comes from something breaking, right? The moves comes from something breaking. So you got to look for those breaks. You got to look when we break lines, when we break patterns, right? When we break, when we find divergence, add supports, add resistances, right? I'm going to try to draw this once a little bit more. Yesterday I talked about what was going to happen if Bitcoin broke here. It didn't. It confirmed today closing higher. So all it tells us is that this is holding support and continuation can resume, potentially to the upside. And I also talked earlier about where this could go, right? This could lead to Bitcoin trying to go higher. And as soon as we go higher, we're going to be met with divergence, right? We're going to be met with divergence here. And it's not going to be fun. And that divergence could lead it down. It's going to start stagnating the price. But again, conditions are macro. On the midterm, they're bullish, right? We've been on a sort of rally here. ever since January, right? Beginning of the year. You can say, well, you know, we're still struggling and we're not. Yes, we're not moving down, but if you look at what's happening since January 23rd, we just been making higher lows every time. That's helping us, right? CME magnet, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It could be we have that gap up there. Look, we closed the gap yesterday. We didn't dip much slower than when we drew the line. Right, not sure why we're not getting today to be live, but you know, we closed this gap. This gap's gone. Someone came in a couple days and asked if we're going to close the gap. I said, hey, maybe, man. You know, it wouldn't be weird if we drop. If we drop, I also talked about hitting this line. If we drop, we're going to hit that resistance line. And that's going to close the gap, right? Because that line here was at 44,800. So it was obvious that us closing the CME gap was going to have an effect on Bitcoin hitting that support. We just needed to hold. And again, Bitcoin CME gap, yes, there's a gap up here, right? That closes at 53,000. And we have technicals to say why we could go, right? Oh, yeah, sorry, man. I forgot to bring out Seamus. We did get that awesome donation from Jorge. And yeah, it's Seamus time. It slipped my mind. Thank you, May, for putting the Seamus call. It was throughout my rant, and yeah, like my mindset's not at the best place, I guess. Like, if I were to be trading tonight, I wouldn't take trades. Just my mind's not there. Yeah, that's also something you guys need to learn. Is that when you trade, you have to be in the right mindset. You have to be in a trading mindset. You cannot be emotional. You cannot be, you know, going through a rough patch. You cannot be going through other stuff, because all that's gonna do is you're gonna mess around with how you're perceiving the market. A lot of the market's psychological, right? But we'll see. Anyways, yes, we're trying to go higher. That's fine. We do have technicals that lead Bitcoin to go into the 54,000s. That kind of matches with us coming up and closing that CME gap up here at you know, whatever we left it. It was way up here, 53,700. So again, 3,700, 54,500, whatever it was a target. You know, it's still in the 54, 53 change. You know, that area. So again, coming up here to close that gap, very good, right? Very good for Bitcoin. Also comes with the territory of a lot of projects creating cup and handle, right? Creating cups and handles. Now this, I know this rally is probably not going to be 30%, 13%. So I could not be calling this for cup and handle in Bitcoin, right? At least not a textbook one. And also something that is happening that we haven't talked about. Let's go on the weekly. You know, let's hide the Bollinger Bands and go. I feel like, you know, I look at a lot of stuff, but I sometimes, when I'm going through the stream, I forget to talk about all this stuff. Look at what happened here. This is a macro trend for Bitcoin. It's been on the way up since inception. Right? And that's very, very nice moves up. And what we're getting right now is the head of that curve, right? Since we adjusted. When I looked at Peter Branson, I noticed that his curve was also adjusted. There's this idea I borrowed from him, and I've always acknowledged that, right? This wasn't my idea. I saw Peter Branson's curves, the parabolic advances, and you know, I know how those work. And when I saw that he spotted them, and I was like, okay, that's pretty good, because then they break 80% to the downside once we break from the high point. I borrowed the idea from him. That's fine, you know. It's I have no problem giving credit to where credit is due. But, you know, once I saw that his line was not breaking the way I had it initially, we were already kind of breaking. And I was worried about that 80% drop coming. But when I saw his update on the parabolic advance and seeing that his was not broken yet, I adjusted my points to try to make it match his points. And we're bouncing right at that curve, right? And we know Bitcoin can do that. It's done it plenty of times. One, kind of two times. Sort of here, a couple of hits, a little bit far, but you know, even here, 1, 2, 3, bounce, right? So here, 1, 2, 3, we're expecting maybe another bounce for Bitcoin. Is this going to be the bounce that makes it go to 100,000? I mean, just keep in mind, this is a log scale. We're looking at it exponentially, the growth exponentially. Here's 1,000. Here's, like, you know, 46,000. What does log scale do to the charts? Right? It makes them look to where the moves are even. They're equal, right? So you go 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 180 plus, yeah, 120 plus. 128 or whatever, and then you just keep going from there, right? Through keep going exponentially, and it just makes it to where every move it's equal. You can see the strength of the move equally. A lot of traders use log scale. It's fine. I think log scale is fine if you're looking at things really far out, because you're able to see the magnitude of the moves. You can tell that this macro picture is a very huge rising sort of wedge for Bitcoin. And in the first move here, it's really big, and then the second move is a little bit less big, and then this third move is going to be a little bit less than the previous one. So there are some diminishing returns that we're seeing with this, and that's I only go into log scale when I'm looking at things that are really far out. And the reason for that is, if you're looking at things that are short in time, log scale is not going to help you out a lot, right? It's going to look about the same. So if we were to go here on the daily, and I had to auto adjust this, and you look at this in log scale here, this move, and I get it into linear scale, see how much it moved? It's negligible. That's log scale, that's linear. Log, linear. Log, linear. See, it doesn't do anything for the chart. So that's why you might be asking, why don't you use log scale? A lot of people use log scale. I look at charts in a time frame that is short, and log scale is not going to affect it, right? Again, if I were on the weekly and I zoom out, look at the mess. You're not able to see what happened down here, what happened here. Kind of see something of what happened here, but this magnitude of this move seems to be obscured by this move that is so huge. But guess what? When you go on log scale, that huge move, it's no longer there, right? Look at the move. Look at the magnitude of the move compared to the previous one, right? The one that looked negligible, it's so much bigger than the one we're at right now. So yes, log scale helps you out on a larger time scale. It doesn't help you out on a short time scale. So just keep that in mind. You can play with the views. This is a small button that is right below here. This, you're not even gonna be able to see it, but I'm just gonna bring this slightly higher. It says here log. That's all you click. All right, you just go on log scale. Look at things in log scale. You have to understand when it makes sense to look at things in log scale, when it makes sense to look at things in linear. Again, like I said, a lot of traders just like log scale, and they like to be stuck in log scale because that's what they know, what they learn. That's fine. I switch as I need, right? Again, doesn't make sense. Look at this. That's log scale. That's linear. Can you see that move? It's negligible. All it does is just shrinks a little, expands a little, shrinks a little. It doesn't change the chart. The magnitude of the moves are not so pronounced where it's going to make a difference, because I'm not looking at, you know, the chart since the beginning. So is it worth to look at log scale all the time? I think it's not. I think it's worth it to look at, you know, linear scale when you're in a short term move, and you know, so it's gonna be a crap week for Bitcoin weekend. We'll see. And I would love to see Bitcoin break 47,330 on the weekend. Last Sunday, I was surprised. Usually what was happening, it was whatever happened on Sunday, we would undo on Sunday, right? And we're living the gaps without, you know, the charts without gaps for CME opening. So we do know, I know that's why the CME wasn't working, because it's closed on Friday. Ugh. Took me a little bit to register that one today. I was like, why am I not getting a time here for this? Oh yeah, we close at 46,500. So Bitcoin is gonna probably, whatever happens, it might try to stay somewhere around this zone. We could pump a little bit. We're probably gonna come back on Sunday. We drop a little bit. We're gonna try to come up on Sunday. So we close gaps. If you look at the CME chart, we have not been leaving a lot of gaps open. Whatever gaps we have, they've been tiny. This is when we kind of close throughout the week. And since this gap here, we hadn't really have any gaps until the way down here. We have a small one. And then here, this one's kind of closed real quick with that wick. This one also got picked up here real quick. So we have not been leaving gaps that are long running. And I think that's because a lot more institutional investors are buying Bitcoin, and the market is just kind of becoming less like the Wild West, more like, you know, civilization. The market's becoming civilized. You know, we see movements in the weekend, but they're not as strong. Retail investors do not play a big portion. Whales can still check the market, but I think whales are being reserved right. I think whales are letting institutional investors put in their money, and you know, whales are probably going to drive this to insanely high values before they drop their dough. It's gonna be an interesting weekend. I think. Not just because of what's happening in the market, which I think is going to be probably some stagnation, but because of what's stuff I gotta figure. An interesting weekend. Also, I got an article from Carthago. It's an article regarding the curves for yields, bonds or whatever it was, and how they're inverting, and usually how that sparks recession is like. I think the third time they're gonna invert in a short span, and how the Fed's trying to tell people to calm down. It's not gonna that don't matter, man. Why are you looking at that? That's just BS. When we know that has been an indicator of recession kicking in, and I think what they're afraid of is people taking their money out before they take their money. Maybe they want to take their money out before people get their money out. We'll see. Awesome. Some dude with the contacts, some bro. Did you guys take him down already? I didn't see the message pop up on YouTube. Oh, look, it doesn't matter. He recovered his account. His other account. There we go. Oh, Mate's got it. It made with the hammer. I was really waiting for it to pop up so I could hammer it. But we'll just put him on the block list. Maybe I should have bots that go around and say that. Oh, for so and so, go subscribe to this channel. Whatever. Yeah. Is that a plunger? A man plungering the hell out of some dude. Some scammer coming in weird. Don't do that. Don't go into other people's channels and spam and scam. That's not good. It's all good, no worries, man. Bitcoin rising wedge. On the macro, when we were looking at this in the monthly, man, on the weekly, sorry, I'm not sure where you're are you talking about this here? Let's go here so you can see what I think he's talking about. Are you talking about this move? Oh, the 5 minute. All right, cool. Yeah, it's easier if you give me time here. This, I would consider a horizon wedge. It's still an upsloping trend. 5 minute Bitcoin. All right, let's do it. The 5 minute Bitcoin. It's gonna be shown by Joshua, who requested it. All right. Trying to see this rising wedge, but in 5 minutes, the only kind of makes sense here, I guess. I wouldn't even call this a rising wedge, bro. Right? I wouldn't call it a rising wedge. Reason for that is it just doesn't look. I'm not sure if this is the portion you're talking about, to be honest. I'm trying to figure this one out. Just one quick second. Zoom out. All right, I will zoom out. I am zooming out. I've zoomed out. Is it this portion here? Is that it, bro? Can you please confirm? Like when you want me to look at something, the easiest way for reals is just tell me yo, I send you this on the Discord. I'll just check it out and I'll be able to know exactly what you're talking about. Because otherwise, it's like me trying to guess. Like a needle in a haystack, sorta. Yeah, one second. April Fools is testnet Bitcoin. I forgot it was April Fools today. It was actually a really freaking weird day at the office, and it was like a really weird trying to do soul searching day. All right, Jake posted something. I'm gonna try to open a link here on the side. I'm not sure what it is that he posted, so I'm gonna try to see what this is. Yo.
Respect.
That is awesome.
Smoke a fatty. Do what's right for you.
Bro, that is awesome. I was trying to see if it actually read the closing parentheses. It didn't. I thought it was gonna say closing parentheses or whatever. Thank you very much for that, man. My stream deck is stuck. I can't click the buttons, but I will give you the audience say it with me. Legendary, man. That is awesome. Thank you very much for the kind donation. You guys are amazing. I mean, really, I don't do this for the donations, right? I just get that. I don't do this for the donation. I do this because I like doing this. I want to build a bigger community. I want to get the channel to grow. What's really demoralizing is, you know, if I had more viewership, like the donations don't matter. Donations comes and goes. If I had more viewership, the channel would be making enough by itself to where it would pay at, you know, whatever the hours I'm working here. The 1 hour, 2 hour stream, whatever. With the viewership, right? With the viewership. That's how they will work. But that's why I want to get the community to grow, right? That's why I want to get more viewers to come in. The thing I'm struggling with is, like, why am I losing subs? Why is my content that bad that I'm losing subs? Is like YouTube just unsubscribing people from my channel and I'm just not picking up subs fast enough, right? Like, am I streaming at the wrong time? Is it, you know, it's like a variety of things that just go through my head that I don't know how to answer. But, you know, it's just weird. It's weird. This is Jake's thing. Follow me on GitHub, Jake. Retweet this tweet, tag 3 friends, right? My balance, okay? That's something Jake made. Giving away 0.05 something. 0.05. Jake, you didn't say what you're giving away, you just said 0.05, but I'll help you out. I'll like, retweet, and say, retweet, comment. At, like Seamus. Mr. Anderson and I just did here. Fly, that's it. All right, cool. We've looked at it and checked it. I have a great channel. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's awesome, too. Watch the streams on. You'll watch streams on Twitch. I'm not sure, man. Maybe some people are on Twitch. Maybe some people are not on Twitch. Yeah. Thanks, Jorge. I appreciate it. Thanks for the blessings and the kind words. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the support. Really. I'm humbled. I'm humbled by all the support that, you know, I get here in the channel from you guys. It's just, you know, losing. When I look at the history of the channel, how good it was doing, and, you know, all of a sudden we got banned and we come back, and ever since we came back, the channel hasn't been performing. It's have no clue what's going on. So it's just it's like a weird place where I'm at. You know, it's how can I get the channel to pick up more people? How do I get better, or like more viewership, more engagement? You know, I appreciate all your kind comments and words. I don't want to go back into the rant I did earlier, so I'm gonna try to steer away from that. But really, I don't do this for the donation. Like that's like honesty. Like I'm not doing this because of the donations. I want to do this because I want to grow on some channel, have a great community. You know, I know with the viewership, like there's gonna open so many doors for other stuff, like sponsorships and other things coming on. Like I'm not doing this because of the donations. I'm doing this because I want to have an awesome community. And I'm like the thing that hits me the most is that we're losing subs. And I know that if we were picking up subs, and if I had 4,000 people watching, you know, considering, you know, I can show you guys how this works. Like YouTube pays you some amount of money for, you know, every 1,000 views, right? So my CPM is around 12.40. I think that's where I saw it. I'm gonna have to go back and check it real quick. I can show you this. I have no problem showing this, but like, you know, this here is my CPM, 1226. That's my click per mil. Right, so that's 1226. I went a little bit higher here in the number. 1226. If I had 4,000 viewers watching every day, you know, that would make 4 times 1286, right? So times 4. I'll be like $49 every night just being here, right? That's what I'm saying. It's not the donations. I'm not doing this for donations. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate the support. You guys helping me retweet stuff like that. It helps grow the community with the retweets and bringing awareness to the channel. It's just I'm like, how can I have 4,000 subs and I only have 100 views in the video, right? Like, it's just like, why the people that subscribe to the channel are not watching the content? Why am I losing subs every day? You know, it's just a different, like, it's not the donation, it's not the money, it's just like, it's a why are things not working for the channel? Why is the channel not performing? Right? That's the issue. That's the rant. That's the whole thing. Oh.
He can pay a mate.
Took him out. So now we have 2 guys on my shoulder. Thank you very much for that, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much for everything I do. I can't do the whole audience because my stream deck got stuck. But audience here with me, legendary, man. That is awesome. Thank you very much for the kind and awesome donation. That's it. Let's see what's happening here. YouTube can. All right, cool. I thought it was a coin you wanted, like Hammett. Elon 1, sure. Let's do Elon 1. So that's a click per meal. That's how it works. So if every night I had 4,000 people watching every night, the videos will be making $49. Right? That's just how easy it is. Just struggling why I'm not getting views, why I'm not getting discovered, why I'm losing subs. That's the whole issue, right? Like I told you guys, it's a like if that was happening, like, you know, I'm pretty sure I could say I'm making more than the minimum wage because I'd show you the channel's not even making minimum wage on an hour by hour basis. Not because of the donations. Like I said, it's not that part. It's like if the channel had the viewership, it would be doing so good, but it's just not getting the viewership. It's not getting the discoverability. It's not getting the subs, and that's what's hitting me. That's where I'm struggling, right? That's where my issue and my like crisis is coming from. Elon 1. All right, we're in 5. It's on the daily. Joshua, sorry, man. I know I didn't finish, but I didn't get confirmation from you if that was the Rising Wedge we were looking at, right? It's just getting an insane pop. We're just going much higher, breaking that 50% retrace right now. It's doing good, Andrew. I can't. Dude.
It's not the channel. It's
I'm not sure why this sounds getting me so much. I just can't imagine the lady like every time, dude. It's just insane. Yeah, it's all right. Let's look at this thing. It's just going higher, man. Dude, what's up, PMW and crypto? Thank you very much for being here. We're just going higher. There's really nothing bearish here to worry about. There was nothing bullish besides the bullish that we had back here. We talked about this. We talked about what was going to happen if you broke that, 786. What was going to happen if you broke this 618. You know how resistances work and what targets are. Right? Next target, 382. That's going to be up here. at
Love ye,
yeah,
man.
0.
Call if you need to vent.
Yes, thanks, man. I have your number. I can call, man. I really, it's very rare for me to like the ladies just go like it's yeah, guys, like I said, it's yeah, it's not. Just, I mean, another one.
A lot of big channels are also struggling too, but yeah, I understand how frustrating it must be when you're putting in the hard work. What about creating a second channel and maybe work or pay someone to help put content out?
Adam Roberts, thank you very much for being here, man. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for the content, awesome donation. My stream deck got stuck throughout the stream, so I actually have to go, like, you know, I'll try to see if I can do this. I'm not sure if you guys, this is gonna pop up here, but I gotta go into, like, you know, task manager, close the stream deck and relaunch it. So stream deck and task, and I guess I have to task and see if I can open it up here again. What's going on? I had a little bit of a meltdown, I guess. I don't like to talk, and I really compartmentalize a lot. That's how it's open again. And I really not want to, you know, just go out and talk about what's happening. So I tend to keep a lot of that to myself. It's just, today is just a weird day. It's just been too much. I think I need to let it out.
Say it with me.
Legendary, guys. That is awesome. You guys have given so many kind donations to this channel. It is so amazing. Thank you very much for the kind and awesome support, for reals. It is so cool.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you, Andrew. I'm not sure why these things start to laugh so much. We need a poker night again. I agree. Not tonight though. Tonight, let's do it tomorrow, man. Tonight it's just, I just having a really rough day today. That's it. I just need to vent out a little bit. It's yeah. Let's finish this coin. Right? Let's finish this coin. We're just going higher. There's really nothing bearish. We're still doing good. Let's go to the 4 hour, man. On the 4 hour chart, you start to see some bearish divergence develop, right? So we are definitely, it's these, like I told you guys, with practice, you're gonna be able to spot these things really easy. This is happening too right now. Just keep in mind that right now candle can change. Right now candle can change. So what do I mean by that? Well, right now candle still has 26 minutes to go. It could dump. I don't think it's gonna dump, but it's starting to create that divergence. So you didn't have it to the previous candle, right? You didn't have it here. So like I said, when I'm live, I had to tell you what could happen, what you should be expecting from the market. So to here, we don't have anything, but to right now, right, we are having this divergence. Our relay stuck again. Yeah, I know it's getting stuck. I'm not sure. I think it's me hitting both buttons at the same time that is making this just be stuck. So that close taskbar. Yeah. I'm gonna have to again, task manager out. And it's just wow, I'm on a different screen. I need to stream deck. I'm not sure why the stream deck's getting stuck. Ever since I updated it the last time, it's just been working extremely weird. Gotta open it up again. Thanks for letting me know, May. I'm gonna have to manually remove these things again. It's just weird. I'm not sure why. Like I said, I'm not sure why this is happening, but there we go. Anyways, you have bearish divergence, so just watch out. This is not going to trigger the next candle. You can keep building this. You can still go higher and still create that bearish divergence, right? It's just something that you have to watch out for. When I'm here live and talking about the right now candle, it's something that you have to watch out for, right? So just watch out for that, and just keep tracking that, right? So that's to that point. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, again, bearish divergence. So same thing that we saw on the 4 hour, we are getting the same perception here that, you know, the market's telling us that at least for this asset, is about to tap out. As you're going to run out of fuel, we're going to be looking for a movement down, right? There is this divergence. You did have hidden divergence. I would have suggested you're going to try to rally, move sideways, and we did rally, move sideways. That's fine. We actually managed to rally higher than the previous high, right? Which is good. Again, that's telling us the market is bullish. But you know, we are right now having these bearish divergence strong with that potential correction to the downside. That's what we're getting right now. So yes, poker night. Let's organize poker night for tomorrow, right? Let's do poker night tomorrow. Tonight I gotta take time to just think about things and figure out where I want the channel to go, what I want to do. It's just a weird time. Kevin's also watching. He says he won't let me take it from here. You don't worry, man. Like, donations you get given have been more than amazing. That'll be awesome, though. We should all call Domino's and order pizza, and we should all just play poker and eating pizza at the same time. It'll be like we're actually all sharing the same pizza, but we'll have our own pizzas too. You know, we will have our own pizzas too. You know, just eat from, chill. So that could be an awesome, weird experience. Hey, you grab my slice of pepperoni. Oh wait, I have more. So, who ate my slice? That's it. It's good. It's a good stream. You know, the rant aside, and then the rough, weird stuff that's going on aside. It's a good time. Joshua, again, I need confirmation if this was the 5-minute thing that you were looking for. Like, was this the rally? The rise and wedge you're looking for a break? Extra salami, yeah, that's pretty good. Actually, I don't eat a lot of pizza. I eat some pizza. I'm not gonna say I'm not eating pizza ever, but I usually like to make my own dough. It's pretty good. I can make it like whole wheat, or I can make it, whatever. So yeah, if this breaks the downside, which is a rise and wedge, and it would tend to break the downside, and I would agree with you to some extent that yes, this looks like this is a rise and wedge. Break the downside gets to 44,500. Again, it's not really far off where we were at when we took this small dive. Right now, the 5-minute chart. Just remember, the 5-minute chart doesn't have a lot of weight when you compare it to the macro. Right? The macro is what rules. So the macro for Bitcoin is telling us that there is bearish divergence, for a potential movement down, and we're starting to get some move. So that could come into territory with that, rise and wedge that we're looking at. Look at the viewers now. Oh, Jesus Christ. What do you guys do? That's awesome. Thank you guys for that. What the hell? That's amazing. Thank you very much for the kind gestures that you give to this channel. Right. Oh, God. Someone bought something. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah, that's so weird. Have lots of viewers now. I just saw that comment. I'm gonna wait for it to pop up. So thank you very much for that, man. Much appreciated. Whoever did this, thank you very much. All right, so I just want to make sure this is not gonna get stuck.
You have loads of viewers now.
Yes.
Smiley face.
I have lots of viewers now. Thank you very much for that, man. There we go. Awesome. Thank you very much for kind and awesome donations. Now let's do this.
Thank
I'm gonna have
you very much.
A little bit separate because for some reason this is getting stuck. You see the blonde at the table next to the guy named Larry. Krista? I think her name was Krista, right? That was Larry's wife from when we were over there. Lots of viewers tonight. Congrats. Yeah, thank you, Jason. I think something happened there. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for that nice gesture. You guys are doing the channel. And likes. Jesus Christ. What do you guys do? Thanks. I appreciate it. That's so awesome. I can't tell the likes. I have to actually move the screen from where I have it. The way I have it is it's compacted, right? I have it in a compacted view. So I have to actually make this larger. It doesn't even, all right, 1,000. Jesus. I have more likes than viewers. That's crazy.
Smiley face.
Smiley face. Thank you very much for the kind donation, dude. There we go. That's awesome. Thank you,
Thank you very much.
Really kind and awesome donation that you guys have. Everyone, that's it's like, like I'm grateful for everyone that's here, not just the people that donate, right? That's everyone that's here. It's just like, you know, your support with viewership. That's just more than enough. It's just, you know, more viewers. That's really like what my end goal is getting more people to watch this content, to be part of this community. Like I said, it's not about the donations, it's not about that. It's just, I really want to get this to take off. Like that is what I ultimately want to do, right? And it's just a struggle to see it not take off and then see those subs not being there. Again, please don't buy subs. It's like not good for the algorithm. Don't do that. I appreciate the gestures you guys are doing, but don't do that. That just it's not good. Because then imagine, like I told you guys, right? If you have a lot of subs and you don't have enough viewership, what's going to happen is YouTube's going to say, well, this guy has a lot of subs, no one watches the channel, content sucks, he's not going to approve it, it's not going to promote it. Don't do those things. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, it's awesome for the thanks for the support. Sand. Let's roll with sand. $8.49, man. This is not the sand we're looking for. We're looking for the other sand. Before I do sand, I just want to look at this. Oh, look at that. The call was good. Exit. Even the bullish divergence that we had didn't play. Remember why? You remember why this bullish divergence didn't play? We talked about it. You were below the 20 moving average. So if I bring this out, it's just unable to get above the 20, right? Kind of got here, failed, got and failed. It's tightening. You still have bullish divergence here. A good chance it might try to pop, but not on maybe on Monday we could try to see a small pop. We'll see. But let's go do sand. Sand, $3.62. Let's go on the daily. Again, there are some bearishness here, right? Some bearish divergence. And what that tells us is that we could be expecting potential action to downside to start developing. Not so much so right now, but again, start seeing some pressure happening on that price, right? So we're gonna start to see pressure built here on the price of sand that could help drive this down potentially to 20 moving average, right? That would be the target for now. If we zoom out on the sand, we're gonna notice that we are floating and fluctuating between that 50% retrace and that 618. Those are the old fibs from low to high. I think we're overdue for a new fib area. And for the fibs, I'm gonna say that this is the local high and this here is the local low, right? So again, I'm just gonna try to pinpoint those areas there, high, low, and then we're gonna see how we're behaving on the bounces, right? On the drop, we're trying to above, that's fine, held slightly, keep back down, push through, rejection, push through, rejection, finally trying to get above that 382. So the target's gonna be that 50% retrace, and that's gonna be at $3.78. If we do get above that target, we're gonna be looking for $4.02. Rejection of 50% retrace could get us to where we drop to at 382 again at $3.51, right? Those could be the moves. Dude, we got you. So crypto mention dollar friends. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's awesome. That's, you know, yeah, just trying to get the channel to grow and viewership to pick up. Yeah, my channel's the most genuine and my TA some point. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Yeah. On the 4-hour chart again, what do we have here? Bearish divergence developing, not once but twice, right? And we're starting to see those effects put pressure on the price. So the first move is here, right? So the 4-hour moves here, from here to here. Again, it's going from here to here and then to here. Right? So I'm just gonna draw this one line. I don't want to do a lot of small lines right now. So and then the moves here, right? So bearish divergence strong, taking the dive. On the dive, we're going lower, more negative momentum. So not creating anything bullish. In this rally, at least in the short-term move here, we're not creating anything bullish. Here on the RSI, we are having some bullishness. Right? And I think this was helping us to rally, but it's hit divergent. If we don't get above This period is high. We're gonna be struggling. We could be breaking back down. Right? Just 1.1 back to normal. Let's go. Go. $900 viewers and only 1.17 likes. Yes, I know. Thank you, Market Wizard, for being here. Much appreciated. It is possible. I've had 3,827 views, I guess. Some people might stop in and hit the like, I guess. Miner's yours, didn't I? Yeah, thanks. Volume low today, yes. It's low volume today. It's gonna be Sunday, right? Saturday, sorry. So for the market, Saturday. Coming lower here as well. Bearish divergence strong. Starting to develop this small term move. Again, that's gonna put pressure on the price. It's gonna make it stagnate. It's gonna make the moves not go up as high. But just keep in mind market conditions are right. Just keep that in mind. Don't forget that portion. Because that screws up with the bearish indicators. And remember, doing a bull market, bearish indicators fail to play out, just like doing a bear market, bullish indicators fail to play out. Right now, we're going bullish. Can't hear me? Lol. Is this better? I hope it's better. Having a lot of, fluffy companions sitting on my neck or my shoulders. So yeah, my mic was a little bit far and my voice was starting to drop down. I haven't been talking on a live stream for this long in a long time. I don't think I have a live stream that's gone over an hour and a half for the longest time. Music's a little bit high, that's no problem. We can lower it a little. It's where it's always is, but I just lowered it a little bit more. Yeah. Thanks, I appreciate it, guys. I can see here I can see where the balance. This is the music. This is me talking. Music is at 40. I'm like talking over here in like 20 dBs. But I have been lowering my voice a little bit because my throat's starting to feel like tension right in this area. I haven't really been talking this much in a long time on the stream. So it's just, I guess I lost practice, And thank you guys for being here again. Amazing support you to this channel. It's really awesome. Thanks. It's the Three Stooges. On your Harry, Larry, and Moe, and get it. Anyways, Sand, potential movement now. You would not be worried if you see a flag forming with that pressure. All right, some kind of flag pattern, and then you pop to the upside. And that could be a move, right? Sorry if I'm like taking time from charts. Oh, look at myself. Oh, I get it. I'm the not so dumb stoosh, I guess. There were like three. Sorry about that. I hit the mic with the glass. So if I had this on my side, would I be like a Super Saiyan as well, I guess? I'm not sure. I have this little like Saiyan small like nano blocks next to me, so I think these are the only things I can actually put on my shoulders that stay here throughout the stream. I have like a couple like toys here. My kids come into the office and chill, and I want them to be able to have things they can touch. If like ever go live at a weird time and you don't see anything going on live on the screen, my daughter's starting to come into the office. She actually sits on the chair and says, "Oh, like I'm the daddy," and then she starts pushing everything and she starts hitting everything on the stream deck. So she might actually launch a stream someday with the camera turned off and just weird stuff happening. Yeah, that's not gonna be me. I caught her already pushing buttons on the stream deck a couple times, and I'm like, "No, don't touch that." It's a funny thing. Kids are awesome. So yeah. What else Have I missed anything? I've tried to look at everything you guys mentioned so far. I'm not sure if we've missed anything. But again, I've tried to at least get everything covered. So let me know if I missed anything, right? Gonna go back to the corn real quick here. Call me if I see. Yeah, let me know. It's probably gonna be weird. I'm a great dad, dude. Thanks, man. I tried to. HNT, yeah, we can do HNT. SERE too, yeah, we can do SERE. And ERG, sure, we can do those three. So let's go check out HNT. I have two HNT charts. I gotta figure out. I think it's this one, the one we looked at. HNT at $24 on the daily. Again, we're like within this triangle. We're obviously expanding it. All this, we're not breaking out with strength. All this leads me to believe is that probably had a weird anchoring point. Again, as data develops, we're allowed to change the way we anchor things and we look at things. So even if I were to come up here and say I'm gonna go with the wicks, if I were to go with the first two wick touch points, 1, 2, fake breakout, and then still within that area, that's just lead me to change this to here. Then should I go like this and say, yeah, we're trying to at least stay within the area, right? So there's really nothing going here in the daily. We're just consolidating. That's the only thing we have going on. Neutral at 53.71. Maybe the shorter time scales have something lower, more native, lower still. Neutral 51.84. Again, high to low, low to high. Same thing. There's really nothing going on here. Bullish or bearish, right? Higher on the price, more positive momentum, higher on the other side. Coming lower, less negative momentum. Lower still. Neutral at 51.84. Let's go to the 1 hour. XRP, yeah, we can do XRP. I think we already did it, but I can redo it real quick. This is coming from the daily. I'm just gonna send this one's back there because you really screw up with the perception here in the 1 hour. The last thing we called here was the bullishness, which we popped on. Again, there was nothing bearish that developed here, and on this move, we are creating bullish divergence strong, and that is what's helping us to rally a bit, right? So this move here, strong bullish divergence, potential fraction to the upside, starting to get that rally. Going to that $24.73 resistance. We are struggling to break that area right now. Hopefully we can break that right. We're gonna break here. Now we're sitting neutral 57.20. That's it for HNT. You just broke 600 HNT for mining. That's awesome, bro. Congrats on that.
Hail to the king, baby.
That's what I'll do. All right, so SERE, sure. All right, so we haven't looked at this before. Am I running this right? Is CERE, right? Joshua, can you confirm this one? Okay, here it is. I maybe typed something wrong the first time. All right, so we're gonna look at this one on KuCoin, I guess. At 3 cents, 3.84 cents. Let's go on the daily. All right. This is not looking hot. Reason for that is this is started, it's just lower, so fibs are not gonna do us any good. The only way we can fib from is here. We can consider this to be a local high and then this to be a local low, I think, and then we might be able to get something that kind of makes sense. So again, I'm gonna readjust this one a little bit higher. There we go. Nice touch point. Oh, I moved it. There we go. Nice touch point. Again, rejection. Again, rejection here. Rejection, 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 support, then popping. Yeah, we're like this one would be the closest thing we could call to. We're out to make a recovery to that. Here's 100%. So yeah, I know this is not going to be a 30% rally, maybe. Yeah, 27%. No, it's not even a 30% rally for it to be considered a cup and handle. So I'm going to leave that one out of the equation. Things that's happening, right? High, low, high, making always positive momentum. Positive, less positive, more positive. There's really nothing here on this short move on the MACD or even this larger move on the MACD that tells us that we have anything bearish. The only bearishness we're finding is from way back here on the RSI, right? The only thing we can look at here is this hidden bearish divergence. All that's going to do is going to put pressure on the price, might make it move sideways. It is going bullish. It's starting to take off. We could easily get to that previous 100% at 4.09 cents. Hitting bought at 74.19. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour chart, bearish divergence. Strong. There's one from here to here, right, drop, and the larger one goes here. And it's here. Strong bearish divergence. Here there's a break of one island. We could, in theory, ignore it. Could be an outlier. So again, bearish divergence strong. Before that, hidden divergence bullish. Hidden divergence bullish, helping us to rally a little bit. So we have hidden bullish, now strong bearish. Potential fraction to downside again. Comes with stagnation. We might see price start to struggle. Can we get rid of this? Yes. We need to pop a lot for the RSI to go higher. It needs to get higher than the number here at 78.81. It has to go highly overbought for it to get rid of that divergence. And on the 1 hour, stuff from the 4 hour, I forgot to anchor. Look at that. Me forgetting to anchor. What a weird thing to see here on this channel. I think at least once per stream I forget to anchor something to a time scale, leaving them where they belong. Now I have to do cleanup. Sorry guys, it's just gonna be a quick cleanup here. 2 more lines and that's it. There we go. Right, so in the short term we don't have anything bearish, but we're coming up higher, more positive momentum, higher on the other side. It's good. And anything that we created was hidden bullish here, and that hidden bullish is helping us rally. That rally is really helping us, push this price slightly higher. And now I have to anchor this here on the 1 hour, because otherwise, when we come back later, tomorrow, or whenever in the future we come back, this is gonna be messy. Everything's the MACD and the RSI, so hidden divergence, potential fraction to the upside, getting the pop, getting above that 786. Right? So that's it for SERE. That's it for SERE. I wouldn't say there's anything bearish right now. You could flag a little bit. Would not be bad if we actually flagged here on SERE. Come with the bearish divergence that we have on the 4 hour. Again, the 1 hour is clear. And then the daily has hidden divergence, hidden bearish. So you have bearish divergence on the daily and the 4 hour, but the 1 hour is kind of clear. And yes, flagging would not be bad. It would count as a divergence doing its job, making it move down a bit. Or we try to pump again, right? Yeah. So SERE IDO, right? Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. We actually, someone hooked us up with viewership. That's why we have those views. Thank you, Mike Hill. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for being here. Let's do you bought SERE IDO. Gotta get it out of Gate.io by April 10th. Oh, nice. Congrats. After this was ERG, so let's do ERG. ERG at $5.14, right? So ERG, last time we looked at was bearishness. Yes, we moved sideways, held on to a 20 pop. Great. There's really nothing else going on here besides this bullish divergence strong. And yeah, it's doing okay. Hit divergence again, moving us sideways, bouncing over 20, showing that support and pop. There's really not a lot there. Higher on the price, more positive momentum, higher on the RSI. Again, nothing here that is bearish for now. And on the pump, we're not higher than the previous high, so we're good. Sitting out overbought at 70.94. That's it. There's really nothing bearish here in ERG. Now let's go to the shorter time scales. On this move, we are starting to develop some hidden divergence, and that's coming here, right from this previous higher point, helping us, see that there might be some pressure building on the price, and we're starting to see that happening. Right, the moves are starting to become less pronounced, and we're starting to even make a red candle. We could drop to a 20 moving average at 4.95, would not be a weird move to see that happening there. And then here we had some bearish divergence strong in the past. And again, this is not going to affect us right now. This is just for like history. but you know, that is what it is. And then here we don't have anything bullish against the MACD. Against the RSI, we created some hidden bullish divergence, right? That's what we're trying to pull higher. Now, if we fail to get higher than this previous high, two things: once we go down, second, no, so if we fail to get higher than this previous high, two things happen. First, we look to go down, and second, we have that bearish divergence, right? So if we do go up above this previous higher point, we're gonna make more positive momentum, right? We're gonna be making more positive momentum. We're gonna be with the market, even on the other side, we might be actually going higher. I went viral. Yeah. Thank you, Crypto Gaming, for being here. I'm not sure. Help from the community. That's all I can say. We've been live for about, I'm not sure how long we've been live for. A couple hours. Hour and 43 minutes. Yeah, it's weird. Watch the video. I went through a small meltdown. And the community kind of supported me through it. So thank you guys. It's just been weird lately. Yeah. Again, I don't want to get into that mindset. I'm trying to move away from that. Lower, more negative momentum. Lower still. Dude, are we going lower here? I think here we have some medium divergence, medium bullish divergence. Right, we're just moving sideways here on the price. And we can see we're coming here and here, right? So this sorry, this is creating a medium bullish divergence for potential action to the upside. We are going higher than the previous high here, more positive momentum and higher still. So there's nothing bearish. There's nothing bearish happening here on the 1 hour. It's fine. Again, 4 hour, it's okay, and daily, it's okay still. Just, you know, be careful with this one. It could flag a little bit. You need to get higher than the previous high. That is the move we should be aiming for the bullish divergence here to take hold. That is hidden divergence. So you can get rid of the hidden of the hidden bearish, just depending on how we go up here. Right, we need to get higher on the RSI. Otherwise, we are going to be tracking the divergence. That divergence is going to track from way back here, unfortunately, and it's still going to trigger. Right, so we're going to trade one divergence for the other one. But again, it's just normal that we get these things happening, right? So just watch out for those moves. They're going to happen in the next couple of days or so. Yeah. All right, that's it for ERG. And then we got another request. XRP. I already did that one. We'll redo it. XRP, right? At 83.72. Again, XRP on the macro, creating a cup and handle. Again, we already established that we could still consider this handle valid, and depending on how we start a rally here, we could be aiming for targets to exit. Again, my entry, usually I put my entries at the 50%, and I'm willing to risk a 1-to-1 risk reward on this move. It's around 8% to the upside, 8% to the downside. It's still, you know, a level that I'm comfortable taking as a risk. Losing 8% is not that bad. You know, gaining 8% is also not bad, but you know, it's an even risk reward. Entry for this pattern is here at the 100%, right? So it'll be here at this line at 91.46 cents. That'll be the entry, and then you usually take targets or take profits at each one of these locations up to a maximum of like around 33, 34. If you go from here, from that level, we already established that it's going to be between that 3618 and that 2618, and that could get us maybe to around here, $1.15, $1.17. Now, the reason I like to go in earlier is because I get to catch a little bit more of that ride on the movement up. So if I were to go here, you still go to where that, you know, this exit is, you're still taking a 38 instead of that 32, 33. So you're earning a little bit more for that 8% risk that you're putting in at the beginning. So it's just, for me, the payoff tends to be a little bit better, or I consider it a better entry for me. But again, pattern would tell you to enter up here upon confirmation of a break. 4 hour, there's nothing going on here on the 4 hour. Lower, more negative momentum, lower, still neutral at 48.07. Trying to climb to a 20, failing to hit it, but again, not too crazy. Then here on the shorter time scales, again, we didn't have anything bullish. Right, we're starting to rally. We might be starting to develop something bearish here. This is going to be very tiny. I don't think it's going to be putting a lot of pressure. It might actually be negligible. right? So that's that, right? That's a move. All right, Nada May, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for the support, guys. Andrew, thank you very much for being here, man. War, thank you very much for being here. You know, everyone that's been here. Adam, Jorge, Does It Matter, CBA, Jake, Crypto Gaming, Aeon, Jason Ruff, you know, everyone, like Peter, Market Wizard was here earlier also. I think y'all very kind support. For real. You guys are awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna be calling it a stream, guys. Been on for about an hour and 48 minutes. It's 10 p.m. I haven't had dinner. I'm gonna go have something to eat. Thank you for being here and being part of this awesome community and everything you guys do. All right. Just remember that all the information that we provide here is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please don't trade based on what you see here. We're just discussing ideas. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. On that note, thank you for watching. I'll produce it. Thank you for being here. And Crypto Gaming and Souls. Yeah, it's gonna be it for tonight. Entertainment and educational. Don't trade based on what you see here. We're just discussing ideas, not a financial advisor. All that said. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of Some Crypto. Until then. Yeah, I actually got to catch that, Adam. What do I think about the large XRP wick? I'm gonna like jump in real quick. Just I was about to like actually shut down the stream. The large XRP wick on the daily. This one to the bottom or this one to the top? Which one? There's two large wicks. So you gotta tell me which one, right? So if you're talking about this one, tells us that we're not ready to move up, and part of the reason that we're getting the movement down, and again, we wanted the movement down. We wanted the movement down, and the reason for that is we want to make that handle, right? This just tells us that we're not ready to go higher. This one to the bottom, it's yeah, I came back. I saw the question. I wanted to answer it real quick. Even more than generous tonight. So this one to the bottom, it just tells us that we're not ready to move lower, right? We're pushing back up. Yeah. Again, it's the same thing. It's the same story. It just tells us that we're not ready to move lower. And actually, I'm sitting down, and I'm tiny here in this corner because I already lowered the desk. I'm usually standing up throughout the stream. So when I'm, and I like, I stand up when I'm working sometimes, and I love the fact that I can have a standing desk. And yeah, but let's answer the question regarding the wick. It just tells us that we're not ready to move higher. We're rejecting lower price, not ready to move lower, and we're rejecting those lower prices with strength. It's like a big no to the bears taking control. If we wouldn't have seen this, you would have known. It would have been a whole different story. The bears would have been in control. Would have seen the price probably tank a little bit more on the next 2 days. I think that's just part of how the market goes, right? And how you interpret this. You interpret this either as being bullish or bearish. What? Subs went up. Like if your count went up again. What is this craziness? We were like at 300, and all of a sudden we popped to like 900. That is insane. That's just crazy. All right. So I guess I'm gonna stick around for a bit. Dude, those minutes count. I just have another drink. What is that, 50x long? Yeah. That wick. That wick tells us that we're not ready to move lower. Even this candle tried and failed. And how do we know this failed? To some extent, you look at the, it tells that we're not ready yet, right? Doesn't mean that we don't have to go down. We know because we can measure. And if you measure this, you know that's 1.65%. That is the same as, if you were to measure from here to here. Come on, let me pick. There we go. Right here. All right, that's 1.1. So obviously you can see that it's 3% higher and this 1% wick. That means the wick is larger than the body. You're rejecting with a lot of strength that move. I'm not sure here if it's the same thing, but we could always measure, right? That's the beauty of this. We can always go here, shift, click it. It's a 5% move. And let's see how big of a percentage the wick is. That wick is rejecting, 5.48. That's 4.27 cents. We can round it off to 4.27 cents, and we'll see if this move is the same. 4.44, 4.47. So it is a little bit more, right? It's a little bit more on the body, but still that rejection is almost the percentage of the body. If you look percentage wise, right? It's all about having the biggest wick. Yeah. Talk with the W, right? Like the people that talk with the W, like the wabbit. Yeah, it's all about having the biggest wick. Yeah, so we're getting this movement up. And again, this just tells us that we're not ready to move down, right? We see that also here, right? Rejection of higher urgent value. This, you had a large rejection here. You also had a rejection that is significant, telling us this is not going to happen right now. Right? We're seeing a struggle going higher. Like the market's telling us, no, you're not going to go higher. The bears are definitely pressuring the price to not go higher. And that's why we get this movements down. Same thing happens here. Like I know I shown some of you guys the books that I referenced. There's one that I don't show that much, but I this one you guys probably haven't seen in the stream. I never reference this, and what this is the Encyclopedia of Candlestick Patterns, right? It's by Volkowski, the same guy I referenced for the Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns, but this is just for candlesticks, right? And this, all you look at is I want to go to show you this real quick since we're here. All you look at here is the candles, what the candles are telling you, not so much the pattern that you're making, a head and shoulders, a double bottom, but what the individual candles are saying, right? So abandoned babies, you have your belt holes, what else? Morning stars, hammers, evening stars, dark cloud covers, engulfing marbazoos, and what they mean and how they play out. It's like basically the same thing in twister bottoms, twister tops. You have everything here. And the thing is, there's so many to remember that there are some that are common and some that are obscurely uncommon. And this is a good book to reference. I just gotta move to where the nice stuff is. But for example, this is a long black day candle. It tells you it's a continuation 53% of the time. In a bear market, it's a continuation 56% of the time. And I'll tell you if it's a bearish candle or a bullish candle, and how it'll play percentages. A long white day, you have here marbazoo black, and again those ones don't have any shadows to the top or bottoms. There's no wicks. It'll tell you in a bull market how it'll play out. If we're going to see 30 out of 103, that means that is really high up. If you consider it's 103, it's on the top 30%. And the overall performance 57, right? So it's a little bit worse in the performance, but you'll see it often, right? And it'll tell you how it'll play out, how to identify it. Here you have two marbazoos candle right next to each other, and these were black, so these are red on his charts. There were usual channels that we might see movements down, and you can see that we got two large moves down. Now on the other marbazoo, this is closing black. This is the one that's like at the bottom, I think, of the trend. Yeah, somewhere here. I don't like this ones because this one's a little bit trickier. This one's half wicks. I just like the regular marbazoos, like this one here, the white marbazoo. This one's bullish, closing white now. We just need the one that's white, opening white, opening black. Now, where's the white? I didn't see it, but anyways, the book it's such a great reference. Here's marbazoo white. This is one I was looking for. This one should tell us that we're looking for the greens, right? So the action to the upside. You can tell that it's beautifully. So I'll show you examples about the fails and things like that. I think it's a solid book if you want to trade just candlestick patterns. Right. So that's that. All right. So what about SRM USDT? All right. SRM USDT. We've looked at it before. There's a 3.38 on the daily. All right. There is bearish divergence. Gonna put pressure on the price. We're starting to see that happening. Again, here we're okay. I don't think we have any divergence on the hour side. Just against the MACD is gonna put pressure, and we're gonna see that trying to come down a bit. Sitting bought at 68.98, 96, and we can see that we're below any kind of fibs that we've ever charted for this. So these fibs are no longer valid. We've probably anchored them way back here. A lot of stuff has happened since. The wicks I will be going for, and I'm gonna have to zoom in to match them, but I think we're gonna be going here, and I don't think we're making a valid retrace, and that's gonna come to where the close is here, and you can tell that from here to whatever the body is down here, we're not making that valid retrace yet. So another local high that we can consider would be this one, and then we are kind of rejecting spot on. I'm not trying to make it match. I'm looking where where the tops could be. So this would be the top of this move. This is what I would consider to be the top of the move, because from here to here made a valid retrace. It's kind of obvious. You just were the chart high to low here. You're making a valid retrace. Now, since that's a valid retrace, this makes this a local high for the move here, and on that same move from here to here, you're making a valid retrace as well. Therefore, that would make this a valid local high, right? See what I'm coming with this and how anchoring this, right? That's what I'm saying. This is a valid local high. I want to see if this high to the low, the main high to the main low would make sense, but these local ones make sense. And we're getting rejection of that. They're trying to hold support right now. That's 236. So kind of cool. Here, bearish divergence strong. It's just happening for a while. From here to here, from here to here, right? So again, it's just building up, and at some point in time, it's going to trigger. Right, we're going to get a lot of buildup here, so you can say we have it, and I will count it here. That's the first time's to here, so that's 1. Second time's to here, that's 2, and then the third time's to here. Each one of this, if you were to do them individually, it'll be 1 to here, 1 from here to here, and 1 from here to here. That's 4 times. Same thing here, 1 to here, second to here, and then the third to here. Bearish divergence strong, just building up, finally breaking down, and we are creating hidden bullish. Right, that hidden divergence helping us to pop right now and going for that 20 moving average, which would be the move I would have called for. And right now, as you can tell, we are sitting right at that 236 retrace, and it is a resistance on this chart for now. So good stuff. And sorry if I'm tiny here on the screen. I'm actually standing up. 0. Oh no. So dude. Yeah. Yo, yeah. So here we have bearish divergence strong, potential fraction of downside. We don't have it from the previous point, and here we had the bullish divergence for that rally, right? Yeah. Wild wick. Let's see if Sunday holds. Yeah, I think Sunday might hold. I mean, last week I said we were not going to get a lot of movement, and we just freaking pumped on Sunday. But we left a gap and we came to close it. Now that gap's closed, so we're in theory ready to run. Thinking we might not leave a gap this weekend. I'm hoping we don't leave a gap on the weekend, at least not a gap to the downside, because if we want to see Bitcoin moving up, we got to stop leaving those gaps to the downside, right? So we're going to have to come back to close them. So if we want Bitcoin to rally, we just got to stop leaving those gaps. Anyways, bearish divergence, that's the last thing we have. Potential flexion downside, starting to drop a bit. Again, a movement to a 20 would not be weird. Right now, we're trying to overtake again that 236. And if we do, we could try to pump higher, and we could still anchor again to a new, less positive momentum. Just remember, we usually want to anchor from one island to the next. That's like the healthiest way to do it. What do I mean by that? Well, we would need to have here a movement down into the negative and back up to the positive and back down to the negative, sort of. But then that move goes from one island to the next, because here you have your zero line, you have negative momentum and positive momentum building up again. And then that divergence is really could be taking hold and taking more into effect, right? Andrew Lee says it's about to go ballistics. Could go ballistics. Be nice if it goes ballistics. Oh damn. Hot damn. Yeah. So that's it for SRM. USD. You're putting a new high. Bitcoin is it's trying to move higher, right? Talk about the importance of getting about that 46,000 here. We gotta reclaim the 47,000. There's bearish divergence, we can pressure that price. Ethereum closed higher. Yes, it did. It did close higher with bearish divergence, and again, same reason we're in that moving down on the daily. We also have that bearish divergence. Yeah, and again, Ethereum needs to get above that 3,539, and ultimately 3,600, 30,641. After that is a 4,000, right? That's the next limit, and I'm really hoping Ethereum is managing to go there, right? Cardano go high. Was it Afroman? Cardano got high. Cardano got high. Yeah. We hope so. We hope this just takes off and just is down here. Yeah. For stocks, yes, Dow theory will tell you in a retrace you would go around 50%. Yeah, it's still valid. It's still valid. That's why we still hold it here on the fibs. We're retracing, right? So we still put it on the fibs. Because fibs you just go 236, 282, 618, 786, 100%, and then you have your fibs that go higher. But yeah, I would say Dow theory is still valid. That's what we see. A lot of retraces happening on this area, the golden mean ratio, right? That 382.618. That's where a lot of retraces tend to happen. That's where we look for hits of those zones before we start to look either for a movement down again or continuation. Usually, we want to see this happening on a pullback, right? Then we start a retrace, right? So let's say we're here, retracing from the high to low, retracing and getting above that 618, trying to go for that full retrace, and finally make that 100% retrace. That's out here still valid. A lot of theories are still valid, man. That's why it's still happening, and a lot of these theories have to do with emotions in the market tradings and where the market usually does, right? And then what the market usually does, what people usually do, and people are creatures that have it, therefore they're going to keep doing those things. Snoop Dogg NFT is coming to Cardano. Isn't he already on the metaverse though? I think he's on Sand, right? He's on the Sandbox. Yes, he has like his own like little tune. I played the Sandbox the other day with Soka, and we saw the Snoop Dogg, and I was like, yeah, Snoop Dogg's on Sand. That's pretty cool. I think he actually calls it Snoopy Land. I'm kidding. I'm not Snoopy Land, but I want to see if I can see the map here. But I think the Sandbox has. There's a Sandbox, a map that you can look at, and it's here. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna show it here. So this is the Sandbox. I'm gonna have to make it smaller. I'm not gonna show this, but here we go. This is Sandbox land, and I think like the starting area is. I'm lost already. Haven't opened this in a while, but here's Snoop Dogg, right? Here's a Snoop Dogg here. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Snoop Dogg line, right? And Snoop Dogg in their Sandbox. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of people that have land on Sand. You know, Terry has a couple of plots. I think they might be developing something here in Monero. You know, a lot of people with So I think Adidas also had some. Right, The Walking Dead has a spot. I've seen that one. Ubisoft has a huge piece of land. I think the games that get developed here are going to be extremely cool. Yeah. And land prices are going to go high. Looks sad. There's a plot that says for sale. Finance. I think Adidas had some. I remember seeing it eToros down here. I'm not sure where the Adidas one is at, but I know Adidas has some land. Yeah, a lot of land on sand. Yeah. RSR coming back. I'm not sure, man. I took a big hit on that one. Still like 2 cents. It looks as though it wants to come back. I mean, it needs to make a cup and handle. I think it could come back. I need to get out of 4.6 cents. I think a massive hit here. Whatever I made in profits, I think it ate like most of it. Kind of sucks. It's one of those things I watched and watching, and so when I looked at it, I was like, oh damn. Also, I didn't have a lot of money in this one to begin with, so but still, it, sucks taking a hit. Taking a hit is taking a hit. No matter if it's like $100, $1,000, $5,000. A hit is a hit. Still feel the pain. Yeah. So it's been interesting night. Has been an interesting start. But I need to go get dinner. I really appreciate everything you guys did tonight. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of this awesome community. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit the like, the bell, the sub. You join us on that Discord, right? Links went out at the beginning of the stream. They're pinned at the top of the chat on YouTube. On Twitch, they're also there. Just remember that all the information we provide is for educational purpose only. Please don't try based on what you see here. We're just discussing ideas. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. On that note, I want to be calling it a stream for tonight, and I gotta go grab something to eat. I haven't had dinner already, like 10:30. But that's gonna be it. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. Until then.